live in a world of your own.
The audience paid plenty to sit there and clap,
hearing you sing,
watching you tap.
Did you know your dentist longs to be in show business?
Your window washer wants to be a star.
And though your analyst may never couch it that way, analyst couch it.
You don't know how lucky you are. Some policemen and detectives dream of show business. They can't get arrested, but still
They sit around the station and fancy this life.
they cheer Sherlock Holmes.
And cheer Mac the Knife.
Ask your cleaning lady, don't you dream of show business?
To mobilize and stretch the side of bar.
And she champagnes your run, lets you know how lucky you are. There's a special kind of aura around a show person. Just ask the next waiter you meet.
He walks in fifth position.
His voice is just grand.
He gives you the check.
You give him a hand.
If the boys in valet parking turn to show business, they could scalp a higher ticket for your car. And my tree surgeon now started taking a bow. A bow! Get it? Don't you know how lucky you are? We're a special kind of people known as show people. We live in a world of our own. Our days are tied to curtains, they rise and they fall.
We're born every night at half-hour call.
We can't picture being anything but show people. Civilians find the whole thing quite bizarre. But that hop in our hearts when the overture starts lets us know how lucky we are. It's an honor and a joy to be in show business. I feel that spotlight hit me and I'm gone. At the last curtain call, I'm the envy of all. So I know the show must go on. So thrilling, we're show people. So thrilling, we're show people. So thrilling that show people go on. And Act 2, where we hand out the always exciting performance awards. To help us present the Best Debut Performance Awards, please welcome to the podium Ms. Jean Chambers, United States Army Garrison Wiesbaden Executive Officer.
The nominees for Best Debut in a Play are Emma Miles in She Kills Monsters at Brunson's Alliance Players, Michael Henrity in The Crucible at Aviano Community Theater, Gavin Cage in She Kills Monsters at Brunson's Alliance Players, and Mark Cabe in The Taming of the Shrew at Stuttgart's Theater Center. And the winner is Gavin Gage, She Kills Monsters. Thank you, Ms. Chambers.
Thank you, ma'am. At the top of the show, we mentioned bold endeavors. One such endeavor took place at the Aviano Community Theater. This group embarked on producing Arthur Miller's The Crucible. This examination of the Salem witch trials in the 17th century New England is regarded as one of the most challenging and finest American dramas. Some weeks into the rehearsal, the director had to leave the show.
Rather than canceling the production, this brave company chose to work together as a group and move forward. With a first-time director, a stage crew of youth, as all the adults were in the show, the Ave Anno production, and In the Round with the audience on stage with them. That is indeed a bold endeavor and a brave community theater group. Let's look at the Ave Anno Community Theater. Now, on to our Best Debut in a Musical Awards. To announce and present the awards, please welcome to the podium United States Army Garrison Bavaria, Director of Family and Morale, Welfare and Recreation, Ms. Audra Bender.
The nominees for Best Male Debut in a Musical are Matt Foreman in Sister Act at Kaiserslautern KMC on stage, and Sergeant First Class Derek Worley in Once Upon a Mattress in Vincenzo's Soldiers Theater.
And the winner is Sergeant First Class Derek Worley, Once Upon a Mattress, Vincenzo's Soldiers Theater.
The nominees for Best Female Debut in a Musical: Michaela Knudsen in Sister Act at Kaiserslautern's KMC on stage, Natalia Rodriguez Cirillo in Mary Poppins Jr. at Ave Anno Community Theater, and Sergeant First Class Tanya Prince in Sister Act at Kaiserslautern's KMC on stage.
And the winner is Sergeant First Class Tanya Prince, Sister Act, KMC.
Thank you, Ms. Bender.
Wiesbaden is the home of the Amelia Earhart Playhouse and our gracious hosts for this evening.
Please say hello to the director of the Amelia Earhart Playhouse, Mr. Nate Records. The Amelia Earhart Playhouse presented the hysterically funny and shatteringly truthful I Love You, You're Perfect, Now Change. Please welcome Taylor Evans with Always a Bridesmaid, Never a Bride.
Well, I've walked down the aisle as much as Liz Taylor, but I've always stood off to the side. Each bride has me dressed in a gown I detest. Always a bridesmaid, never a bride. For Catelyn, I wore satin, which I looked really fat in. Then again, you should have seen her man Ken. All those calories he logged up till his arteries clogged up. He died on the couch watching ESPN. Too many weddings, too many dresses that all make my hips look so wide. Not a gown I'd reuse, ditto the matching shoes. Always a bridesmaid, never a bride. For Tabitha, I wore taffeta. You should never, people laugh at you. But I had a hunch her marriage was doomed. 'Cause the groom tried to stroke me while we danced the hokey pokey. They divorced before the honeymoon. Once my gown was flourish, made me look kinda whorish. But my best friend Dolores was never quite sane. She shot her new mister 'cause he betted her sister. He's not dead, but now he walks like John Wayne. Too many weddings, too many dresses that all make me look so thick-thighed. My friends can't assess a man or a dress. Always a bridesmaid, never a bride. When I look in my closet, there's a rainbow deposit of gowns so grotesque that I groan. All those husbands are gone, but those dresses live on. Even moths seem to leave them alone. Too many weddings, too many messes, but at least I've hung on to my pride. I've lived life alone, but the terms are my own. Always a bridesmaid, thank you, Lord, never a bride.
Theater is truly a team effort, as shown by the combined talents and plays well with others skills of the ensembles this year. To announce and present our Best Ensemble in a Play and a Musical Awards, we invite the United States Army Garrison Ansbach Deputy Garrison Commander, Mr. Philip Romanelli, to join us at the podium.
The nominees for Best Ensemble in a Musical are Beauty and the Beast Jr. at Ansbach's Terrace Playhouse, Mary Poppins Jr. at Aviano Community Theater, Berlin to Broadway with Kurt Weill at the Stuttgart Theater Center, and I Love You, You're Perfect, Now Change at Wiesbaden's Amelia Earhart Playhouse.
And the winner is Berlin to Broadway, the Stuttgart Theater Center.
Best Ensemble in a Play are Illumasinary at Ramstein's Razzmatazz Community Theater, Lend Me a Tenor at Ansbach's Terrace Playhouse, Inherit the Wind at Kaiserslautern KMC on Stage, and Proof, Grafenwehr Performing Arts Center.
And the winner is Illumasinary, Ramstein's Razzmatazz Theater.
Thank you, Mr. Romanelli. To announce and present our Best Military Performance Awards, we'd like to once again call upon U.S. Army Europe Deputy Commanding General for Mobilization and Reserve Affairs, Brigadier General Kate Leahy, to join us at the podium, please.
The nominees for Best Military Actress in a Play are Wing Commander Lydia Scroggs in The Guardsman at Shapes Performing Arts Center, and Lieutenant Colonel Brandon K. Thomas in The Taming of the Shrew at Stuttgart Theater Center.
And the winner is Lieutenant Colonel Brandon K. Thomas, Taming of the Shrew.
Our Army Entertainment staff and participants had a chance to watch our first video presenter in action last October. Adam Driver's Arts and the Armed Forces presented a stage reading of a new play called Lobby Hero for our 2017 One-Page Play Festival. Our video announcer was among a cast of well-known actors who performed for us. Since then, she has gone on to win a Golden Globe for The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, and Lobby Hero just opened on Broadway with Chris Evans. Please welcome a delightful and talented actress who you will see a lot more of in the future, Ms. Rachel Brosnahan.
Hello, everyone. I am so happy to be here with you tonight from the set of The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, which is somewhere secretly out that way. I first learned about Army entertainment in Europe when I performed with Arts in the Armed Forces at the IMCOM One-Page Play Festival held in Kaiserslautern last October. What an incredible program and an amazing experience. And I'm so grateful to the Army for providing soldiers and their families and everyone serving overseas with the opportunity to be a part of community theater. I am also so grateful to all of you who sacrifice for our country every day. Please know that what you do is invaluable, and we are so grateful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And without further ado, the nominees for the 2018 Best Military Actor in a Play are Specialist Jacob Jansen in Peter and the Starcatcher at Wiesbaden's Amelia Earhart Playhouse. Master Sergeant Trevor Birch in The Crucible at the Aviano Community Theater. Senior Airman Dalton Watson in Inherit the Wind at Kaiserslautern's KMC on stage. And Specialist Mason Brown in Proof at the Graf Performing Arts Center. Congratulations to all 4 nominees for outstanding performances. And the 2018 toppers for Best Military Actor in a Play Award goes to Specialist Mason Brown from the Graf Performing Arts Center. And congratulations.
Leahy, if you would be so kind as to join us at the podium, it's time for our Best Military Performance in a Musical Award.
The nominees for Best Military Performance in a Musical are Sergeant Devin Plews in The Addams Family at the Grafenbeer Performing Arts Center, Tech Sergeant Chip Clay in Sister Act at Kaiserslautern's KMC on stage, Lieutenant Colonel Robert Taylor in Berlin to Broadway with Kurt Weill at the Stuttgart Theater Center, and Captain Herman Lockhart in Once Upon a Mattress at Vicenz's Soldiers Theater.
And the winner is Lieutenant Colonel Robert Taylor, Broadway to Berlin.
Well known for its outstanding youth theater productions and making even adults sing Itsy Bitsy Spider, let's look at the Razzmatazz Family Community Theater.
Say hello to Renata Molio and Daniel Jalbert.
To help us present our best youth performance in a play, best female youth performance in a musical, and best male youth performance in a musical, please welcome to the center stage United States Army Garrison Wiesbaden Command Sergeant Major Chad Pinkston. Our next special video guest recently finished one of the most successful runs on Broadway in history, appearing with Bette Midler in Hello, Dolly. He has a long list of Broadway TV and film credits, but he's probably best known as Niles in Frasier. Please welcome Mr. David Hyde Pierce.
Good evening. This is David Hyde Pierce, and I'm very happy and honored to be back again at the Toppers Awards with you all. Hope you're having a good time. I have been asked this year to present the award for Best Youth Performance in a Play, which is a great coincidence because I used to be a youth. I gave it up. But it reminded me, this award, of a story from when I was a very young person. I was very small, and I wanted to tell you this, and there's a reason, which was when I was little, and I would go down to have breakfast, go downstairs to have breakfast with my mom and dad every morning. I would fall down the stairs. On purpose. Why? I think at the time I did it because I had to. Now that I look back, I realize I did it because it was theatrical. It was dramatic. I would pretend to be shot at the top of the stairs and fall down, or I would pretend I would do a pratfall or something and fall down the stairs. And this youth award reminded me of that. But for the first time, this is now 50 years ago that I was doing this stuff. For the first time today, I thought about my poor mom and dad sitting in the kitchen every morning, reading their paper, sipping their coffee, eating their Wheaties, and every morning they would hear the whumpata, 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 whump of their little boy coming downstairs to breakfast. And what I realized is that they never, ever said to me, please don't do that. That's not true. One time my sister was getting married and the house was full of people and they asked me not to do it because they were afraid I would create an incident. And I did it anyway because I had to. I'm sorry. But the point is, they never inhibited my creativity. They didn't stop my imagination. And I wanted to take this opportunity to thank them for doing that, and also to take this opportunity to thank the Army for enabling your creativity, for encouraging your imagination. Not just the youths, but also all of you who are involved in the arts through the armed services. The freedom to express ourselves, the freedom to create, the freedom to be ourselves, all of those freedoms we must never take for granted. And we must also never take for granted the people who every day defend those freedoms for us, the people who stand up for us. That's you. That's all of you, and all of the men and women and families who serve in Europe and all around the globe, keeping our freedoms intact. So, Mom and Dad, thank you for your patience, and to all of you, thank you for your service, and thank you for standing up for those of us who fall down. All right, now on to the awards. Here are the nominations. For Rosie Galloway in Peter and the Starcatcher from Wiesbaden's Amelia Earhart Playhouse. Samantha Talley in Eleemosynary there at Rammstein's Razzmatazz Theater. Addison Lenz in She Kills Monsters from Brunson's Alliance Players. And Sam Coyer in Inherit the Wind from Kaiserslauten's KMC on Stage. Those are the nominees, and the winner is Samantha Talley from the Razzmatazz Theater. Congratulations, Samantha. Thank you all for a great night. Take care.
Extremely fortunate to welcome the return of another talented celebrity announcer to announce the best female youth performance in a musical. His work on Broadway and in musical theater has earned him multiple Tony Awards, Emmy Awards, Grammy Awards, and the 2016 Pulitzer Prize for Drama. The success of his first musical, In the Heights, in 2008 has now been surpassed with the tremendous success of the current hot ticket on Broadway and in London, the musical Hamilton. Please welcome Mr. Lin-Manuel Miranda.
Good morning, Army Europe Entertainment, and all you soldiers, civilians, and family members. It is such a treat to be back with you, and I hope everyone's having a great time. Heard this was another year of outstanding theater at your military theaters. Congrats to everybody involved. Now, I have the great pleasure of announcing the best female youth performance in a musical. This year's nominees for best female youth performance in a musical are Cassandra Ferguson in Beauty and the Beast Jr. at Ansbach's Terrace Playhouse, Anika Daniels-Matthews in Beauty and the Beast Jr. at Ansbach's Terrace Playhouse, Samantha Dickey in Mary Poppins Jr. at the Aviano Community Center, Alyssa Junkins in Alice in Wonderland at Ramstein's Razzmatazz Community Theater, and Aurora Powell in Alice in Wonderland at Ramstein's Razzmatazz Community Theater. Before I announce the winner, I want to thank all of you serving in Europe and around the world. Your sacrifice and service is invaluable, and we're eternally grateful back here at home. Now, the winner of the toppers for Best Female Youth Performance in a Musical is dun 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 dun, Samantha Dickey from the Aviano Community Theater.
Who better to have announced our Best Male Youth Performance in a Musical Theater Award than one of the most beloved musical stars of our age. She is indeed popular, and it is indeed good to see her. Please welcome Miss Kristen Chenoweth.
Hi, Toppers Awards 2018. I'm back. It's Kristen Chenoweth making another award nomination and announcement for the second year in a row. I am so, so thankful for all you guys have done and continue to do for us. We love you. Now, I think we should just get right to it, because if I'm a nominee, I want you to read my name, all right? Now, I printed out the page because I don't want to get anything wrong, all right? If I do, please forgive me, but I don't think I will. I understand this year's Toppers was full of great performances. Yeah. From young actors and actresses. I'm also glad to hear young people are part of your program. That makes me happy. And I'm thrilled to announce the best male youth performance in a musical. Here we go. The nominees are David Owen in The Addams Family at the Groff Performing Arts Center. I love The Addams Family. Aidan Storton in Beauty and the Beast Jr. at Ansbach's Terrence Playhouse. I also love Beauty and the Beast. Carson Duplessis in Beauty and the Beast Jr. at Ansbach's Terrence Playhouse. A little friendly competition there. And Colby Robertson in Mary Poppins Jr. at the Aviano Community Theater. I wonder, did you guys actually fly? Like, how did that happen? And finally, Zane Hills in Alice in Wonderland at Rammstein's Razzmatazz Community Theater. And the winner of the Toppers for Best Male Youth Performance Musical is Zane Hills from the Razzmatazz Community Theater. Congratulations, Zane, and to all the nominees.
Thank you, Command Sergeant Major Pinkston. Thank you.
What is it that we're living for?
Applause, applause. Nothing I know brings on the glow like sweet applause.
You're thinking you're through.
Like nobody cares.
Then suddenly you
Hear it starting, and somehow you're in charge again, and it's a ball.
Life seems to swing,
and you're the king of it all. 'Cause
You've had a taste of
the sound that says love. Applause, applause, applause. What is it that we're living for? Applause, applause.
Now, on to our Best Featured Actor and Actress in a Play Awards. We would like to invite United States Army Garrison Ansbach, Garrison Commander, Colonel Benjamin Jones to join us at the podium. The Best Actress in a Featured Role in a Play nominees are Michelle Wallace in The Guardsman at the Shape Performing Arts Center, Hannah Boone in The Crucible at Aviano Community Theater, Amanda Dubrow Bowles in The Crucible at Aviano Community Theater, and Margie Richer in Lend Me a Tenor at Ansbach's Terrace Playhouse.
And the winner is Michelle Wallace, The Guardsman, Shape Performing Arts Center.
The nominees for Best Featured Actor in a Play are Caden Snyder in She Kills Monsters at Brunsum's Alliance Players, Charles Foote in The Guardsman at the Shape Performing Arts Center, Brian Souders in Lend Me a Tenor at Ansbach's Terrace Playhouse, Dale Coldwells in Inherit the Wind at Kaiserslautern's KMC on Stage, and Robin Anderson in The Taming of the Shrew at the Stuttgart Theater Center.
And the winner is Dale Caldwell's Inherit the Wind, KMC on Stage.
Thank you, Colonel Jones.
Thank you, sir. To announce and present our Best Featured Actor and Best Featured Actress in a Musical, please welcome the United States Army Garrison Wiesbaden Deputy Garrison Commander, Mr. Edward Doug Earl. Mr. Earl, would you please join us at the podium? The nominees for Best Actress in a Featured Role in a Musical are Tammy Simmons in The Addams Family at the Graff Performing Arts Center, Stephanie Krebs in Sister Act at Kaiserslautern's KMC on Stage, Ariel Ognobu in Mary Poppins Jr. at Aviano Community Theater, Violet Knoll in Once Upon a Mattress at Vicenza Soldiers Theater, and Lexi Hills in Alice in Wonderland at Ramstein's Razzmatazz Community Theater.
And the winner is Tammy Simmons, The Addams Family.
The nominees for Best Actor in a Featured Role in a Musical are Todd Bailey in The Addams Family at the Grafenberg Performing Arts Center, Bryce Romoleski in Sister Act at Kaiserslautern's KMC on Stage, Caleb Birch in Mary Poppins Jr. at Aviano Community Theater, Henry Fernelius in Alice in Wonderland at Ramstein's Razzmatazz Community Theater, and Elijah Luna in Beauty and the Beast Jr. at Ansbach's Terrace Playhouse.
And the winner is Caleb Birch, Mary Poppins Jr.
Thank you, Mr. Earl.
To announce and present our Best Supporting Actor and Actress in a Play, we would like to invite the Installation Management Command Europe Chief of Staff, Ms. Carrie Otto, to join us at the podium.
The nominees for Best Supporting Actor in a Play are Colton Stanley in She Kills Monsters at Brunson's Alliance Players, J.D. Dill in Lend Me a Tenor, Ansbach's Terrace Playhouse, Cody Kramer in Inherit the Wind at Kaiserslautern's KMC on Stage, Doug Richardson in Inherit the Wind at Kaiserslautern's KMC on Stage, and Steve Thornbrew in Proof at the Grafenwehr Performing Arts Center.
And the winner is Steve Thornbrew, Proof, Graf Performing Arts Center.
The nominees for Best Supporting Actress in a Play are Liz Lopez in The Crucible at the Aviano Community Theater, Trudy Mollman in Lend Me a Tenor at the Terrace Playhouse in Ansbach, Michelle Yamazaki in Inherit the Wind at Kaiserslautern's KMC on Stage, Megan Kuskuna in Proof at the Grafenwehr Performing Arts Center, and Sarah Watson in The Taming of the Shrew at the Stuttgart Theater Center.
And the winner is Trudy Mollman, Lend Me a Tenor, Ansbach's Terrace Playhouse.
Thank you, Ms. Otto. Thank you.
To announce and present our Best Supporting Actor in a Musical and Best Supporting Actress in a Musical, we would like to invite Colonel Kurt Connell, the United States Army Garrison Benelux Garrison Commander, to join us at the podium. The nominees for Best Supporting Actor in a Musical are Lincoln Coleman in Mary Poppins Jr., Aviano Community Theater, Jeremy Cates in Once Upon a Mattress at Vincenzo's Soldiers Theater, Jeremy Vargas in Once Upon a Mattress at Vincenzo's Soldiers Theater, and Dean Bruce, Beauty and the Beast Jr. at Ansbach's Terrace Playhouse.
And the winner is Jeremy Cates, Once Upon a Mattress, Vincenzo's Soldier Tribute.
Now to our Best Supporting Actress in a Musical Award. The nominees are Jackie Haggerty in Sister Act at Kaiserslautern's KMC on Stage, Casey Dickey in Mary Poppins Jr. at the Aviano Community Theater, Kendall Seifert in Once Upon a Mattress at Vincenzo's Soldiers Theater, and Christy Fletcher in Once Upon a Mattress in Vincenzo's Soldiers Theater.
And the winner is Jackie Haggerty, Sister Act, KMC on Stage.
Thank you, Colonel Connell.
To present our awards for Best Actress in a Play and then announce and present the Best Actor in a Play award, we are pleased to invite the USAG Rhineland-Pfalz Baumholder Military Community Deputy Garrison Manager, Ms. Deborah Jordan, to center stage. Our next video announcer is an actor, producer, and writer with a wicked sense of humor. He appeared in Night at the Museum, There's Something About Mary, Tropic Thunder, and many, many more. Please say hello to Mr. Ben Stiller.
Guten Abend, U.S. Army Entertainment in Germany. Hi, how you doing? I'm Ben Stiller, and I am very happy to be back again this year to, first of all, say thank you to all of you, all of the soldiers and family members and civilians for your service to our country and for your sacrifice. It's hugely important to all of us back home, and to myself and to my family and to my friends, and I just want you to know back home everybody really, really appreciates what you're doing. So thank you. The nominees are, for 2018, Best Actress in a Play, Rebecca Mason in Peter and the Starcatcher at Wiesbaden's Amelia Earhart Playhouse, Kezia Huisman, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, Kezia, if I'm mispronouncing it, or Kezia, please forgive me, but I think I'm going to say Kezia Huisman, and that's for Lend Me a Tenor at Ansbach's Terrace Playhouse. Tess Stedham in Inherit the Wind at Kaiserslautern's KMC on stage. And I think I'm pronouncing Kaiserslautern correctly. And Elizabeth Smith in Proof at the Graf Performing Arts Center. Okay. And the toppers, Best Actress in a Play award goes to Tess Stedham in Inherit the Wind at the Kaiserslautern KMC.
The nominees for Best Actor in a Play are Rogerio Esperanza in The Guardsman in the Shape Performing Arts Center, Travis O'Bruce in Lend Me a Tenor at Ansbach's Terrace Playhouse, Tom Navo in Inherit the Wind at Kaiserslautern's KMC on stage, and David Schwab in Inherit the Wind at Kaiserslautern's KMC on stage.
And the winner is Tom Nava, Inherit the Wind, KMC on stage.
Thank you, Ms. Jordan. Thank you. Now, to present the Best Actress in a Musical and then announce and present the Best Actor in a Musical award, we are honored to invite the U.S. Consulate Frankfurt Deputy Principal Officer, Mr. David Elmote, to come to center stage.
We are so pleased to welcome back a great friend and supporter of U.S. Army Entertainment. He is also just a little talented. He's a multi-Tony Award, Emmy Award, Grammy Award, and Drama Desk Award winner as an actor, a playwright, and a librettist. Please welcome Mr. Harvey Fierstein.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Harvey Fierstein, and it is so nice to be with you again this year. Thank you for asking me again. I love celebrating your community theater there in Europe. It's an honor to help celebrate with you all of this outstanding work from both staff and volunteers. And I wish I could be there in person to personally thank all the soldiers and family members for their service and sacrifice. That goes without saying. We are an ever-grateful nation, and you should be proud of what you do. All of us are proud of you. And so, that ding tells you it's now time for this year's nominees for Best Actress in a Musical. And they are Lindsay Wagner in The Addams Family from the Graf Performing Arts Center, Tracy Coffey in Berlin to Broadway from the Stuttgart Theater Center, Robin Sampson in Once Upon a Mattress, love that show, from Vincenza's Soldiers Theater, and Rebecca Mason in I Love You, You're Perfect, Now Change at Wiesbaden's Amelia Earhart Playhouse. And I am happy to announce that the winner is Robin Sampson in Once Upon a Mattress, love that show, from Vincenza's Soldiers Theater. Give it up.
The nominees for Best Actor in a Musical are Tim Pendergrass in The Addams Family at the Grafenbeer Performing Arts Center, Nathan Denke in Berlin to Broadway with Kurt Weill at the Stuttgart Theater Center, Martin C. Jelonik in Berlin to Broadway with Kurt Weill at the Stuttgart Theater Center, and Adam Kohler in I Love You, You're Perfect, Now Change at the Amelia Earhart Playhouse.
Adam Kohler, I love you. You're perfect. Now change.
Thank you, Mr. Elmo.
To announce and present the 2018 Best Director Award for a Play and Best Director Award for a Musical, we invite the Commander of United States Army Garrison Wiesbaden to join us at the podium. Please welcome Colonel Todd Fish. The nominees for Best Director of a Play are Hilary Glenn for Ela Montanari at Ramstein's Razzmatazz Community Theater,
Vicki Hanrahan for Lend Me a Tenor at Onsbach's Terrace Playhouse,
Cheryl Navo for Inherit the Wind at Kaiserslautern KMC on Stage, and Tammy Pollard for Proof at the Grafenbeer Performing Arts Center.
And the winner is Cheryl Navo, Inherit the Wind, KMC on Stage.
The nominees for Best Director of a Musical are Vicki Hanrahan for Beauty and the Beast, Jr. at Onsbach's Terrace Playhouse, Kristen Dickey for Mary Poppins, Jr. at Aviani Community Theater, Richard Roberts for Berlin to Broadway with Kurt Weill at the Stuttgart Theater Center, and Cara Craven for Alice in Wonderland at Ramstein's Razzmatazz Community Theater.
And the winner is Richard Roberts, Broadway to Berlin, Stuttgart Theater.
Thank you, Colonel Fish.
To announce and present the award for the 2018 Best Family Show, please welcome the Installation Management Command Europe's Command Sergeant Major, Ulysses Duke Rayford. Command Sergeant Major Rayford, would you join us at the podium, please? Now, the nominees for the 2018 Toppers Best Family Show are Beauty and the Beast Jr. at Onsbach's Terrace Playhouse, Mary Poppins Jr. at Aviano Community Theater, and Alice in Wonderland at Razzmatazz's Ramstein's Community Theater.
Sir?
Sir?
Sir? Your turn. Let me get a drum roll. I know, you want to play the drums, don't you?
Do it for 20 seconds to get their attention. I want to get their attention. Keep going. A little more. Keep going. I want to get their attention. Yeah, keep going. I'm building the drama. All right. And the winner is Alice in Wonderland.
Thank you, Command Sergeant Major Rayford. We would now like to invite Installation Management Command Europe Deputy Director, Colonel Jim Bradford, to join us at center stage for a special presentation and then to announce our 2018 Toppers Best Play. Colonel Bradford, we would like to present you with something special from the U.S. Army Europe Entertainment volunteers and staff. This check represents the 365,655 volunteer hours given to U.S. Army garrisons and Air Force community theaters in Europe by more than 3,800 soldiers, civilians, and family members. These hours were devoted to putting on live music and theater programs in their communities, which were attended by over 34,000 audience members. Computed at the official rate for volunteerism, this equates to $8,826,911.70 for volunteer manpower. Please accept this with our compliments and appreciation for your support.
And sir, if you would join us at the podium, please. It's time to announce the toppers for Best Play. The nominees for the 2018 Toppers Best Play are Il Mercenary at Razzmatazz Community Theater, Lend Me a Tenor at Ansbach's Terrace Playhouse, Inherit the Wind at Kaiserslautern KMC on stage, and Proof at the Grafenwehr Performing Arts Center.
And the winner is Inherit the Wind, KMC on stage.
Thank you, Colonel Bradford.
Thank you, Colonel Bradford. And now, the final award of the evening, the 2018 Toppers Best Musical. But before we get to that, I'd like to quickly say a heartfelt thank to the many, many people who not only made this evening, but the Toppers themselves possible. A very special thank you to Brigadier General Leahy and Mr. Formica for being our hosts tonight. And most importantly, thank you to all the soldiers, civilians, and family members who make up U.S. Army Europe Entertainment for your support, talent, and generosity. You do make a difference in communities and in others' lives. Thank you all. To announce our final award, we once again invite Brigadier General Leahy to join us one last time on stage at the podium. The nominees for the 2018 Toppers Best Musical are Berlin to Broadway with Kurt Weill at the Stuttgart Theater Center, Once Upon a Mattress at Vicenza Soldiers Theater, and I Love You, You're Perfect, Now Change at Wiesbaden's Amelia Earhart.
And the winner is Berlin to Broadway, the Stuttgart Theater.
concludes the 2018 Toppers Awards. However, if you'd like to watch the monitors, we would like to share some celebrity videos and outtakes we were unable to use following our credit roll.
We hope to see you again next year for the 2019 Toppers, when you may hear your own name being announced as they say, and the winner is. Thank you, good night, and safe home.
Nominations are, this is not about me, it's about you. Let's do take two.
Hey everyone, this is Chris Pine. It is a pleasure to be back with you again for the U.S. Army Toppers Award Show. I would like to give a big thanks to all of the soldiers and their families for the sacrifices you all make for our benefit, so thank you so much. This year it is my pleasure to announce the 2018 Best Military Actress in a Play Award. The nominees for the 2018 Best Military Actress in a Play are Wing Commander Lydia Scroggs as Mother in The Guardsman at the Shape Performing Arts Center, Lieutenant Colonel Brandon K. Thomas as Kate in The Taming of the Shrew at the Stuttgart Theater Center. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2018 Toppers for Best Military Actress in a Play Award goes to Lieutenant Brandon K. Thomas as Kate from the Stuttgart Theater Center. Congratulations, Colonel Brandon K. Big hi to everyone out there in Germany. Congratulations again.
We know how hard that is, that sacrifice. Start again.
Hi guys, I'm Nina Arianda, a proud member of Roadside Theater Company, greeting you from Hollywood, California, no big deal. Just from my room at the Chateau Marmont, and it's a privilege for me to thank the family members and the soldiers, not only for their sacrifice, but also just for their hearts. So it's a pleasure for me. Let's cut to the chase and go right to Best Actor, shall we? So the nominees are Rogerio Esparza in The Guardsman at the Shape Performing Arts Center, Travis O'Bruce in Lend Me a Tenor at Ansbach Terrace Playhouse, Tom Navo, I don't know, from Hollywood, in Inherit the Wind at Kaiserslauten's KMC on stage, and finally David Schwab in Inherit the Wind at Kaiserslauten's KMC on stage. And the 2018 Toppers Best Actor in a Play Award goes to...
Hey! What did I tell you? How many times have I told you?
I'm sorry.
What are you doing here?
I'm sorry.
What are you doing here? You're not supposed to be here.
I'm sorry!
We did a play 2 years ago. That doesn't mean you can hang out in my room all the time.
I get it.
What the hell are you doing here? How many times am I going to tell you get out of
Sam, I wanted a taste.
Take your luggage and get the out of here. A taste? Get the out of here.
Just say
who's
the best winner.
The winner is...
The winner is...
Okay, David Schwab, okay?
Pleasure.
David Schwab's the winner, okay? Hey, get the hell out of my room. What the hell's wrong with you?
Hello, everyone. I'm so, this is late. I hope it gets to you guys. I apologize. I was waiting for an opportunity where I was actually dressed up. So here we are. I'm so happy to be here tonight. I'm going to be looking at my script. Forgive me. I hope everyone's having an amazing time. I'm so excited I get to be there to recognize all the great stuff going on at your military theaters. So excited about it. Tonight, hold on, new message so that I don't get cut off. Here we go, part 2.
Thank you to all of the Army. Sorry.
Tonight, I have the pleasure of announcing Best Male Debut in a Musical winner. Making your stage debut is like the most